So she wants me to answer, why do things not have to be sexy? No, just kidding. Her question was in reference to kind of the over-sexualization of female athletes. And I actually didn't write a blog. I was interviewed for an article that was written by someone else. And it was a really, actually a really negative experience for me, because I felt like from my perspective, I was saying something in this article that was really like, duh, everyone knows it, but I still got torn a new one because of it. So the same like silencing, you're just ugly and you hate on the pretty girls. And I'm like, well, I think I'm pretty damn sexy anyway.
Yes!
Cool. So I don't know, I wish I had like a really concise, like, here's how we nip it in the bud, like an awesome Aaron type answer. But I think it's really challenging because there's nothing wrong with us being sexy. The thing I have an issue with is this myth of meritocracy, where it's like, well, if you achieve these things athletically, then you'll have whatever benefits come with it, whether it be financial, respect or whatever it is, opportunities. And that's the part that's missing that really gets me, because I've seen women that are, I primarily compete in CrossFit, and you can see kind of the difference between a woman who's not seen as, the kind of mainstream vision of hot does well versus someone who does. And also the women who aren't really performing but are quote unquote hot. I don't know what words people use for attractive, but so it's really refreshing for me to be in this environment that's outside of CrossFit, because I think what I feel here is less of that kind of mainstream body competition that I do feel in the CrossFit environment. And so the way I've addressed it, through that kind of negative experience, it made me reflect on myself. So in being torn a new one, I was kind of looking at the things that people were saying to me, and well, is it true? So one of the things was like, well, you post pictures of your body, so that's really a challenging thing to navigate when you work in fitness, because part of my product or part of my expertise is demonstrated through my physical self. So am I supposed to now, always cover up? Or how about, it's just hard to balance kind of what is your true self with what you then want to demonstrate for the next generation. So I have a problem, a lot of people were kind of like, well, sex sells, so that's just the way it is. And I'm not okay with looking at my niece and saying, well, sex sells, so I don't care about what you can do, I just care about like sex selling. But I've changed my behavior in terms of what I promote and what I put out there on social media a little bit, but I haven't really kind of reached back to a comfort level. And so I'm kind of going around in circles. I don't know if that's really addressing the question. I hope it is. But I think all we can do is continue to live our own values. So if you want to sell your ass, cool. That's up to you. I'm not going to promote that. I'm going to promote, being the full woman that I am, both a sexual being, an athlete, and an intellectual person, whatever that is. And so I'm kind of just trying to live that out in my daily interactions.